Cookies here with turn 40 of EA Vanheim. Alright, so we did a Akashic record on Abyssia, Voice of Apsu, but did find a couple of air gems. There's some battles. Got some gold. Barbarians in Miskia. And we got a hero. Alright. I have completely neglected to defend this province, but... Maybe I should have these guys stay for a turn. Okay. Move them up. Alright, patrolling here. And something like that. Alright, we'll try that. We're also going to move on to this fort. We have a band of sacreds. I still think it's enough. And we have some troops. And we have a dwarf. Also, score graphs. Provinces for Abyssia, way down. Income, about Helheim level. Gem income, way down. Research, atrocious. Especially with the attrition against Airmore and now against Ubar. Dominion, struggling. Army size, declining because of the push for the capital rather than the push to secure thrones and squeeze Ubar out. Alright. And we had a number of fights. So, Helheim did a raid. I did a raid. Kalen bumped me even though I told him where I was going. And that happened. So, as you'll notice, I always lose one van here. Unless it's a bigger battle. And then in Oak Beach, Moria attacks. So this was a gem bait. Everything died, but they managed to gem bait somehow, even though there's no mages. A little bit upset about that. And then the highlight of the turn, the battle in Ubar. So this is my second time recording this because I had a big coughing fit. But I guess something I'll say is Abyssia brought some gear, especially Jinn killing gear, on some of their units. Probably not as much as Abyssia would have liked, but they brought some. But Ubar brought virtually none. They didn't even equip their Tartarian, which is a shame. Because it's always fun to see like what you can do with a Tart chassis. So they're casting spells, the Tart is casting Raise Dead, and Raise Dead is going to do nothing to Abyssia's fire shields. These troops are running up the middle, so it's actually stringing out the Abyssians, so Abyssia is going to take a lot more attrition than I think they would have wanted. In addition, the big attack rear, which landed on a bait squad and is now trying to get to the mages, and I think it's going to fall just short because the mages were a little bit forward positioned, and there's still a lot of burning ones. So if we speed this up, you can see a lot of these guys are getting hit with lightning bolts, so as they get close, they get killed by higher precision lightning bolts. Some of Abyssia's stuff is running, but generally speaking, the burning ones don't care. They're also berserkers, so the berserk ones are especially not going to care. And we've got the Ubar army route, so Ubar is going to run back into his fort, because I don't believe it was cracked yet. And maybe he'll try to assassinate some of these commanders, but some of these commanders do have Jinn killing gear, which is going to make it difficult, although I think the Divine Blessing caster is going to die of disease here, which is unfortunate. Alright, so there's a lot of repercussions for this battle. Ubar is continuing to show that they are punishing Abyssia for betraying them. However, this has an impact on the game state because I need Abyssia to be as strong as possible to have a chance at holding off Helheim. And right now, Abyssia is so weak that they're trying to take this capital, but really what they should have been doing was trying to go after these two thrones. This throne was supposed to be theirs. So now I think Helheim just needs this one throne. And they're not claiming stuff, but I know what they're up to. So if they come up here and claim this, then I think they'll win the game as long as they claim everything else in one turn. Because they've got 1, 2, 3, 4. And so if they get this, it'll be 5 because this is a 3-pointer. So I need to be ready to potentially try and magic phase. I don't think I can reach this throne, but I can try to reach this one. I was going to go on Caelum's 4th this turn, but I need to redirect to this so I can potentially attack this and try and stop a throne rush. We're also going to go on to Caelum with this force, but this force I wanted to go into Caelum, but I think I need to stop this barbarian attack, and I definitely need my lines of retreat to be good. So we're going to leave that there. We're sending more troops in. We've got more Siege Chaff, more Trolls, more Sacreds, and a Vanadrot with a Air Temp Gem item. We're sending this guy north. We've got enough fire guys to forge lightless lanterns because we're going to finish construction 6 this turn. I forget if I covered some of this already, so I apologize. This is the second time claiming this throne, so we'll have more research and building the lab to kind of finish off the infrastructure for this. And we're getting a few more mages. Yeah. Here and there. I think the other focus was over here. And Vanadrop. So that's where we're at. Our gnome is going to do some searching. And where the heck are you going? 143? We're gonna try and raid this. Caelum has shown extremely high PD levels. So I'm a little bit terrified about what's in here, but we're going to send 2 Jarls, and they're going to summon 2 air elementals, and we're going to see what that does here. I have a feeling it might not work. So actually, I should send this guy here. Yeah, I think that will be okay. Alright. So I'll send that there, and then maybe the fire elementals can help too if this guy doesn't get yeeted by an archer. Alright. And if Fomorium sails or something and hits this, then we'll be in a boatload of pain. Because I'm not sure if this can kill like a bunch of Fomorian, like Numidian sorceresses and Fomorian kings. I doubt it can. So I might just lose a bunch of corpse constructs, and that would suck. But I need to start growing a lot faster. There's I think the time for moving slow is well past now, and I wasted a lot of time probably in the turn 30 to 35 range, where I should have been making more moves. So yeah. And that's the current turn, turn 40. I'll see you in turn 41.